Today we are going to be learning how to find the area of a triangle. It's important that everyone knows how to do this because math is a big part of our lives. You may get into a situation where you need to figure out how big something is. Area can help you solve that. Area is the quantity of square units that make up a two-dimensional shape. Before we can use a formula to solve for the area of a triangle, we need to figure out what the formula could be and why it is that way. Here we have our triangle. So now we have to think about how could we find the area of a triangle. Let's start by making it into a rectangle. Now that we have a rectangle, we know to find the area of a rectangle, you take the base times the height. And we want to find just the area of our triangle. And as we can see, our triangle is exactly half of the rectangle. So to find the area of the triangle, we can do 1/2 times the base times the height. That would get us to half. That would help us find half of the rectangle, and half of the rectangle is our triangle. Let's look at another example of a triangle and see how we can turn it into a rectangle. So here we have our triangle. And if we flip over this side, and we flip over this side, it gives us a rectangle. And now that we have the rectangle, again, we can take the base times the height to find the whole rectangle, and we just want to find the center, or the center triangle. And so then we would take 1/2 times the base times the height to find the area of our triangle. Alright, so now we're going to try out some example problems. The first thing we're going to do is make our right triangle into a rectangle. So the area equals 10 meters times 4 meters because that's the base and the height. And the area of the rectangle then equals 40 square meters. Alright, and now that we know the area of the rectangle, it's time to find our half of the rectangle, our triangle. So we're going to do the area equals 1/2 times 40 square meters. And so the area of our triangle will then equal 20 square meters. Okay, so now we're going to try out our second example. This triangle looks a little bit different, but we can still turn it into a rectangle. Alright, so now that we've turned it into a rectangle, let's find the area. The area equals the base times the height. So it's going to be 9 meters times 6 meters. And so the area of the rectangle equals 54 square meters. And now to find our triangle, we're going to do the area of our triangle equals 1/2 times 54 square meters. And that equals 27 square meters for our triangle.